Guys, welcome back to the new year, 2020, the Matt Chat Podcast. We're back, first episode of the year. Uncle P, Paulie P, Buff Daddy, Big Sexy, Cousin Frank, Frank Grizzly, the Handsome Man, Camouflage Frank, Baby Shay, the Red Man, the Red Man, the Red Man, the Red Man, and that's it.
I see the Crimson Tide came.
And I kept it that way because
we're bookends.
We're bookends. He is red personified.
And I gotta be honest, I'm sweating. I had 2 cups of coffee waiting for you. Whoa, I'm sweating.
Burst through walls.
I feel better though. I feel better. It's getting me all amped up for my topic, which is nothing other than Iran. And here it is. I'm drawing the fucking line in the sand.
Where'd you run to?
I just ran
He's
in
like
circles.
Flock of Seagulls.
I just ran in circles.
That was
Okay,
that song?
Yeah, I run.
I ran, right?
Yeah.
Little Gaylord singing. Go ahead.
Actually, I ain't gonna lie. It's a one-hit wonder, and I love it.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I'm
it was a
not
good
gonna.
song.
I'm not gonna lie, but that's what I think about when I.
That and Air Supply.
All right.
So my topic, like I said, is Iran.
Okay.
The country.
The country, not the song. I have to be honest. I don't really like to talk about politics. I don't like to get involved. I follow it, but I gotta be honest, I'm at that point now where I'm almost stopping following it. It's getting too much. But here's the thing. Enough is enough already. Shut the fuck up and support the president. Support the United States. If you don't want to support this president, that's fine. But support the United States already, man. How much BS do we have to go through to get vindicated? It's like enough is enough. They attack oil ships. This is within 6 months. They in the Gulf. They shoot down a drone. They seize a British tanker. They attack the Saudi.
The oil rig.
The Saudi. Well, and the companies.
Right.
They attack coalition
And
U.S.
mind
forces.
you,
They attack coalition
we did
forces.
nothing.
And we've done nothing yet. And finally, when they attacked U.S. soil, because let's be honest, that's what an embassy is.
Yeah, it's U.S. soil.
It's U.S. soil. When they finally attack us on our grounds, we respond. And now all of a sudden, he's a warmonger. He's doing this because he wants to get elected. I can't even fathom what's going on. What's his name? Soleimani?
Yeah.
Soleimani is a fucking terrorist.
Piece of shit.
Dude, I mean, he's the worst of the worst. He's responsible for over 500 deaths. He's responsible for, I don't know how many other injuries.
Any aggression towards the United States, he's been the brainchild.
Yes, and not only that, he was involved back in 1979 in the hostage crisis.
Correct.
He was there.
Yeah,
he was holding them hostage.
You know what?
This guy's been a scumbag for years.
This can. I feel like this gets diluted or gets off track because people start. There's so many things that go involved when you go into like warish kind of things. This is such a big chess game on a political scale. People don't even fucking realize it. Like people talking about we're not going to fucking World War III. Iran knows that if they go to first and foremost, we're not just going to attack them. And you can see like even after they did XYZ with the missiles, they were like, oh, we're going to strike again, and it's going to be even greater and whatever. And it's just constant posturing, because they're poking the bear. Because they know if we come in and we start fucking throwing their dick around, all their allies around them are going to work against us, and that'll hurt us. We'll sit back and let them keep fucking poking the bear. Like, you got poked too hard, okay, boom, took out your fucking commander.
Right.
We didn't just bomb a whole area.
Right.
Precision strike, killing 2 to 3 people. Like, you got to kind of think, damn, so that was a country over. Like, what? They could do that right now.
Absolutely.
Like, maybe.
Right.
So they posture so the people around them don't get scared. They posture so the world nation knows that they're not fucking around. But nobody's doing anything. Like, even Trump's backing down now a little bit. And I'm not saying he's backing down. In my opinion, it's a smart move, right? You let them know you can bump them on the head, you pull it back. But you have all these people around us going, oh, women's rights, racism, etc. You can't fight against racism, against sexism, against all these terrible things, and then stand for a nation and country that perpetuates it.
Dude, if you're gay,
They publicly hang homosexuals.
Or they throw it off buildings.
No, you're wrong because actually Tehran has reported there's zero homosexuality in their country.
Of course,
because they kill them all.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Yeah.
It's illegal to be homosexual.
Women have to wear, look, and just like America.
Makes no sense.
Just like American women. If you want to be a woman who stays home and raises kids and be that traditional woman, I got no problem with that. Just like if you're Muslim and you want to be a traditional Muslim woman and wear the garb and whatever, God bless you. But you can't in one breath fight for female speech, independence, the right to choose, and then at the same time protect a
Support
country
that
that
regime.
fucking destroys it.
Yep.
Like, you're talking out of the side of your mouth, and that's the shit that drives me fucking crazy.
I mean, that's all good and plenty, and you're 1,000% correct. But I think even to the greater picture of it is that we have been at war. We have been at war with this country for 40 years.
Dude, Obama alone had over 500 drone strikes. No one said shit.
Right. And the thing is
We
that,
do one, and now all of a sudden it's a problem.
And then at the end of the day, people forget that. And to go back to what you said about the precision strike, yes, because that's what we're going to do. And we will turn Iran, just so Iran and the scumbag regimes over there, I hope you watch this, will turn your country into a fucking parking lot. And not a soldier will be in the vicinity. Not a boot will hit the ground.
Well,
That's what we can do. And the fact of the matter is that the crazier part about this whole situation, to even step back farther to when you first started, is that we have people in our own Congress, our media, standing up, politicizing and protecting a known terrorist, okay, that rallied his forces to converge on a U.S. embassy.
Yeah. That.
Okay, do you people forget Benghazi?
Right.
Okay, when they called and asked for help, and Obama and Clinton said no, and there's pictures all over the internet of that poor bastard who they stabbed, beat up, cut up, dragging him all over the street. Do you forget that? That's what you forget? Okay? And the reality of it is, as far as the president's concerned, who's the greatest president, in my opinion, ever, he showed such restraint even when Iran launched some missiles over, and they knew better than to do anything to hurt us.
Absolutely. They
kept
warned
it
us.
back.
They warned us they were
Warning.
coming. Hey, by the way, hide, because they're coming. I want to make a show of force just so I can save face amongst my people. Hold on, let me tell you something. This is what's going to happen. If they really, really get pissed off, the economic sanctions have hurt Iran so much that their people don't even like the Ayatollah anymore. They hate him.
don't.
So they're looking for a reason to coup this motherfucker. So he's got to say, all right, look, I'm going to send some bombs over. You guys get into your bunkers. You guys hide. I promise I won't kill anybody. But I just got to make myself look strong, and then we'll call it even.
Well, that's why he knew it. He said he knew that if he hurt or if he touched any American lives, we would have killed more people.
Absolutely.
Okay, and the fact is that this president showed such restraint and not retaliating yet, okay, because of that. Now, fast forward to that, they shot down a airline.
Yeah.
They shot down a jumbo jet.
Yeah, the Ukrainian.
Okay, they shot down innocent civilians. A Ukrainian
most
jumbo
Canadian,
jet.
most Canadian
Yeah,
and British.
Yep.
Right. So, like, you want to talk about politics. What other people don't know is that, did you know that President Trump also talked Putin out of selling them anti-aircraft missiles?
I did not know.
Oh, yeah. People don't know that. Look it up. He had a conversation with Putin and said, listen, I'm going to have issues with these people. Let's not get you tied into this.
Right.
Do not sell them anything, because something's going to pop off, for lack of better terms. So this was recently, in the last 6 months, that this happened. So what they shot him down, it was a Russian ballistic anti-aircraft missile prior to him being the president. And then we add, and then I'll shut up, they used our own fucking money to attack our embassy and these poor people that lost their lives. Thank you, Obama, for sending over billions of dollars in the middle of the night. And then people want to know why he's looked at as a domestic terrorist.
And let me tell you
give me a break.
And it gets worse than that. Right now, they're saying there's cells in every single state in the United States getting ready to do something. Well, guess what? That was the non-vetting of the refugees when they came in, and now you've got somebody, Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, that piece of garbage.
Let's just talk about what she's doing though. This is what's so crazy. In her district, it's the #1 recruitment for terrorist organizations.
Right.
That's where they come out of. And you know, and now, is this just a coincidence, or is this happening on its own, that she's lobbying to defund the Department of Homeland Security?
Of course.
Oh, gee, what a surprise. And she stays elected. It makes no sense.
Well,
to me.
Vice President Pence has already
I know,
allowed
yeah.
he wants her out.
He wants her out.
You know, a lot of guys that like she's an anti-American domestic terrorist, and anyone that thinks that she's not,
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
Crazy.
You belong in a different parallel, bizarre world, universe.
Yeah, you can't sit there and look at 901 and go, some people did some things.
things.
But then when we killed this commander, she talks about how we're violent, whatever. I mean, technically, some
Dude, he has-
guy pushed a button on a computer that shot a rocket and killed some people. So what's the big deal, Omar?
Dude, the guy's got ties to Hezbollah in Lebanon and to the Shiites in Iraq and in Saudi Arabia.
But this is what I don't understand. And this is why all whenever I talk about politics, all it does is it further proves that the majority of Americans in this country are fucking stupid. I'm
Right.
sorry.
You're right.
I'm sorry. You have a country that's state-funded terrorism, Hezbollah, forget the other one. The other organizations in the area. I mean, let's be realistic here. You have a dictator who tells you. You guys can go on your phone right now. Go on your computer. You can click Google. You can click some sort of website and search whatever the fuck you want. You can have discourse. You can create discourse. You can say positive, negative things, whatever you want. That country literally has their internet turned off from periods of times. Let me think. What other countries do that? North Korea. China monitors the internet. All communist dictatorships. Like, what? I get it. Oh, if you like communism so much, why not move? Why would you want to give up your life that you have?
Because you won't be allowed to do what you do.
But keep in mind, exactly. Keep in mind, the way you discuss topics, like the reason why this country is so great is because you can have the discourse that you're having right now. You can have an opinion that goes against what the government is doing and volley for it.
And not get killed.
And volley for it. Not get killed, not get ostracized, not get whipped in public, not get your kids messed up. Endless. You have a choice to put on what you want to wear in the morning.
That's right.
Most people don't.
I usually don't put on red. I'm just going to let you know that because of my face. But today I did make the choice.
It's sad. It's sad because the people who should appreciate the most take this country for granted. Like, I mean, I watched Calderon, this guy on Joe Rogan, was talking about how the other day he's a Mexican that came over to the United States, became a citizen the right way, and he's a big advocate for the Second Amendment.
Of course.
Big advocate for Second Amendment because he talks about how you never realize what you need until you don't have that.
That's right. And people should be paying attention to the fact that all of this push to take away our Second Amendment rights are because there's an underlying reason for it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that reason is because, remember, not to be redundant, we've said this a bunch of times on various podcasts, the Second Amendment is designed for one thing and one thing only, so that the people can protect themselves from a tyrannical government.
Yeah. What
Period.
the fuck is Virginia doing?
End of story. Well,
What is Virginia
Well,
doing?
listen, it goes again to the point where you're going to have a civil war within that state because of all that. Because those good old boys are not having that shit. And again, but it's the truth. Those good old boys are not having.
But it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like they want to institute something where it's like we're gonna come collect your guns, but they don't have something that they didn't have a method in place that tracked all guns that were given to people and in their houses. So you're gonna knock on somebody's door and basically go, "Hey, look, we're here for gun confiscation.
Yeah.
We don't know how many you have, but do you want to give us your guns?" And either they're gonna go, "I don't have any guns," or just go, "Oh, here's the only one I have."
Yeah, they give you the old 1930.
The old fucking 30 that misfires and stuff.
Here, take it. I complied. Here you go.
You know what I mean? Like,
get
I just, and reality is, what police department, what police chief, I don't know of any that's going to go, "Hey guys, I'm going to need you to go to the citizens of the
It's
town."
against
and
the
state."
Constitution of the United States of America, as well as most constitutions in
So do you
every
think?
state.
So then, my question though is, is this a fucking show? Like, is all this disruption, all this like far left and far right things that are happening that people are trying to push? Is it all a distraction to get you, away from what's really happening?
I think there's probably something to be said about that, but also I don't want to sound like where I come from a place of bias, because I do, because
Everybody does.
Yeah, my views are my
Everybody does.
ideology.
Everybody,
good point.
even if you could
But,
take
like,
your place out of a position, you still come
you
from
a place of
bias.
bias. But like, again, and then let's get back to Iran a little bit. Is like, you've got Nancy Pelosi, who's trying to pass resolutions to restrict the constitutional powers of the President of the United States to protect the citizens of this country.
Well, you saw she was saying that they never warned her
Yeah.
Well, you can't warn somebody that would leak it.
But they did.
He's 100% right.
But they went up to her and said and whispered in her ear.
By the way,
what's his name's on the phone? The vice president Pence is on the phone.
Right.
She goes, "I'll talk to him after I have to get the house started."
Right.
A couple seconds later,
was
another
done.
guy came over and whispered
Yeah.
to her, "We just bombed XYZ."
it was
She
done.
like,
So, but guess what? It's none of your business. And to be perfectly honest with you, with the way the Democratic congressional caucus, no matter what party it is, they're not to be trusted. Okay, the only ones I trust are the ones that left the party and become Republicans because they see what the craziness going on. Listen, there's problems on both sides, but I'm going to pick the side of lesser evil. And it's definitely
what's
not.
their end?
It's definitely the
end game?
Republicans.
What's their end game? Like, why are you?
They don't like this president.
That's it.
That's it.
That is
There's
it.
no end game. The bottom line is he came into office and did everything he said he was going to do and drained the swamp.
And made everybody look stupid
and
too by just getting elected.
disrupting everything that they're used to. So that's what it's about. You know what it's about? It's about money.
Might I mention, speaking of money, Dow just hit over 29,000.
There you go. Because they have confidence in what this man does. It's the leadership. All right? You can't even count the records in the financial world that's been broken because this man's at the helm. So guess what? At the end of the day,
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
Obama had something to do with it, Paul.
yeah. Well, yeah, he set it really low. I mean,
To make it easy to bring it back
yeah,
up.
So so at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. So, to get back to more in the concept of Iran, at the end of the day, they should be praying or thanking Allah that we haven't turned your country into a fucking parking lot. And the only reason that it hasn't been done is because President Trump knows that they want freedom. That those people are sequestered, like you described right before. That they want Western civilization. They want all the things that everyone else in free countries have.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
And the only reason they're not getting it is because of the Ayatollah.
Because of the
That's it.
regime.
That's it.
So you don't want to. We don't slaughter
We don't punish
innocent
everybody,
people.
yeah.
They slaughter their own people. They for all the things you described. When they speak out, if you're homosexual, if you speak against the government,
Yeah, well, the religious police.
right? Again, because they take it's radical Islam again. So guess what? You have that country. They want freedom. We have a friend who left there because he's a student. He left there because of it.
Right.
All right, and he is a Muslim.
Yep.
He left there because of it. So the bottom line is that's what it's about. So you know what you have to do? Guess what? Yeah, we're going to have to tactfully take them all out.
But
You
why-
got to kill the Ayatollah.
Why do they?
Period.
I mean, look. Why do the concept that we've always hit on whenever we discuss this thing is radicalism or extremists? I mean, for crying out loud, I'm Roman Catholic. Christianity had a period of time where they were extremely radical, and there was a change, and that's why you have all these subdivisions of Christianity. Believe in Mary, don't believe in Mary. Believe in saints, don't. Whatever the case is. I truthfully believe something like that needs to happen with Islam religion, but it's got to come from the inside. There's Shiite, there's Sunni, but then you have Wahhabism. I mean, Wahhabism is practiced by one of our allies, which is Saudi Arabia, but that's one of the worst and strictest types of Islam there is.
But
So
here's the issue. In the Bible, the King James Bible, okay, whatever Christian Bible you read or you abide by,
even if it's not
it
Christian.
never says
It's gonna happen.
to kill the infidels or the non-believers. In the Quran, it tells them to either convert them or kill them. And they specifically name the Jews and the Christians. I'm not making it up. Go open the Quran and read it. So guess what? At the end of the day, it inherently has huge problems. Because the Buddhists don't say that, the Hindus don't say that, the Christians don't say that, right?
The Jews don't say that.
The Jews don't say that. So at the end of the day, and to wrap it up, that's what Iran has taken and used as their mission statement for life. We're going to wipe this one off the planet. We're going to we're going to push the Americans out of the Middle East. We're going to push Israel into the ocean.
Well, I like how they're
We're going to
chanting-
infiltrate the
they're
United
chanting
States and
death-
try and change
We're
everything.
chanting
Yeah.
death to America, but we don't mean death to America.
Right.
As they're chanting that, they're using a Chevy Tahoe to drive their...
Yeah. It's funny.
We hate America!
Yeah. So it's
Well,
like...
all the Toyotas are out on the.
But all you got to do is read. Read a little bit. And it's not... you don't have to read from a right-wing website or a left-wing website. Read what's in front of you. Read the Quran. I've read it. Read it. You get a lot of answers as to why there's craziness in those countries. Okay? Just like you said before, the Crusades, we had our time too. But never, nothing during those periods ever said eradicate anyone that doesn't want to be what you do, that doesn't want to believe in your belief system. There's nothing. You cannot find it. It's not there. So this whole thing is, it's a Judeo-Christian country versus a radical Islamic country. All right, to the upteenth degree. And that is the problem between Iran and the USA. But what I'll say is this: you cannot negotiate with people like this. They cannot be reasoned with. There comes a time where you have to say, you know what? It's like we did with the Nazis. We're getting rid of all of them because it's a disease that should never walk the face of the planet. And that's ultimately the problem. I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be not compassionate or open-minded, but you do not make deals with the devil and expect to have fruits come from it. And that's what it is. And I'm going to leave it at that.
On that note, we're good. It's like you can't expect people like that to not do anything against you. It's almost like expecting a lion not to eat you because you wouldn't eat the lion. The lion's going to eat you.
But I just think they're just posturing. I mean, at the end of the day, we just took out one of your top commanders.
Yeah, they're scared.
In your government. That's like somebody doing that to somebody here in the United States. But you can't. And guys, that's where we're going to leave it. Matt Chat Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever forms of media you may use. Like, share, subscribe. We want to hear from you. Comment. Let us know what you want to see next, what you think so far. We appreciate it. For Paul Ciotto, for Chris Shea, I'm Frank Ciotto. We out.